Truth Man here, Truth Man Short. So I want to talk about this provider mindset stuff that's coming from dudes that ain't never, probably a lot of them ain't never paid 100% of the bills. And some of them ain't never even been in an extensive relationship. They just regurgitating the information that they hearing on YouTube. So I thought I would enlighten y'all from somebody's standpoint that has done it. Listen, man, you not gonna stop her from doing nothing. You not. Okay, so back in 2008, let me see, not 2008, no, it wasn't 2008. It was more like 2009, 10 maybe. I was paying 100% of the bills, 100%. On time, everything, right? I'm going to tell you about two things. In 2013, 100% of the bills, on time, everything, right? So let's talk about 2009 first. I told y'all, I went down to Mississippi. I told y'all about how the time I had my van fixed up, my kids was young. My oldest was only 10 maybe. And when we were getting out to go in the restaurant, one of them left the door open, but I had EQs, amps, I had a sound system. And so when they did that, it messed the battery all the way up. Because I had a power wire running to the battery. And so the car was breaking down on the way down south. We was taking a family trip with her parents, as we normally did. Back then, I was even considering moving to Mississippi. I'm going to tell you part of the reason why I changed my mind in a second. If I would have moved to Mississippi, I probably would already be divorced. But all the bills was paid on time. Think that stopped something? No. I'm finna show you something. The time with the dude that was jocking her, very disrespectful. And I know how Mississippi get down, so I had to keep my composure, because Mississippi, especially if you're out of towner, they will throw you under the jail. And I knew that. I know how Mississippi was. I did research, all type of stuff, so I knew how Mississippi was. So I couldn't just get the beating on dude, and the police come, they take his side because he probably was from there, and try to throw me under the jail, give me 10, 15 years or something over a fight. That's how they do, trust me. So when that happened, I'm going to show you, he went up to her. He gave her all that stuff. I'm sitting there looking. I'm looking at her to see how she react. They made super strong eye contact. Thank you, this, that, and the other. I'm like, is this? I'm thinking in my mind, she can't be serious. She must think I'm a punk. We argue all the way back home over that. And to this day, she still don't see nothing wrong with it. She don't. All the bills was getting paid on time back then. When that happened. So all of y'all dudes that's out here telling people that these women be turning against you when stuff is going wrong and Bill, wasn't nothing going wrong in our finances back then. That was flirting. You don't look, she was supposed to make dude waste his money, or she was supposed to look at me like, is that all right? She didn't do neither. She took it. All the bills was paid on time. Y'all niggas, y'all be on YouTube just acting like y'all know everything. And some of y'all ain't never even been in situations that y'all be speaking on. And sometimes you can be in a situation you ain't never been in and speak on it. But a lot of time these dudes don't be doing it right. I was the only person working from the year 2000, then we started doing a little childcare, daycare thing for like a year or two maybe. But that ended in like 2005. So from 2005 all the way up until now, I've been the only one working. Now, when that thing happened in 2013, all the bills was getting paid on time. Was I being told no for sex? Absolutely. Off and on, the whole time. Bills getting paid. Y'all dudes don't know what y'all talking about. Well, maybe you ain't laying the pipe right. Man, I always laid the pipe right. That's not true either. Let me tell y'all something. A woman is going to do what she wants to do anyway. And most of the time when a woman does something, it was always in her to do that thing. It could have been like when a woman does something, she could do it in the year 2025, but it's been in her since 1995. See, they don't, like, a lot of stuff be trapped inside of these modern women. And that's why marriage is so risky and dangerous. They ain't got nothing to do with what you got. I'm a boss. Yep. How many bosses get cheated on? Will Smith. How many bosses go through hell in their marriage? Dr. Dre. The list goes on and on. Celebrities and non-celebrities. Y'all really sounding real amateur and elementary when y'all say that. I've been married just longer than just about any of you. And you say, then people try to bring up your appearance. Man, listen. When I first met her, stuff was still happening. I had plenty women. I gave them all up. It ain't got nothing to do with appearance. It ain't got nothing to do with providing. And a lot of y'all mixing provider up with trick. Provider male. That's the new term. Y'all sound amateur. You can't, no matter what you do, you ain't guaranteed nothing with these women. They guarantee it themselves. They act how they want to act. And that's why everything with them is temporary. But some do. Oh, look at me. I never had love in my life, but now I'm doing good. I got muscles. I got money. They come with this little stuff, and I can see right through it being a prophet. You an insecure little mog. So now you want to elevate yourself over other people because you always had insecurities and fears. That's how people is. The reason why the message is suffering in the manosphere is because guys is trying to elevate themselves. And in the process of doing that, they not talented enough to be at the top. So they put other people down to make themselves look bigger. That's what they do. That provider male stuff, you're not going to, if they want to do right, you ain't got to do anything. They going to do right. If they don't want to do right, you could be doing everything and they still not going to do right. When a woman becomes entitled, it's because she doesn't respect you. They pick and choose who they respect. You could be doing everything for a woman. You get divorced or y'all break up, and then she'll be in love with the pookie that ain't doing nothing, ain't got nothing, driving her car that you bought. That's how it be. So don't give me that provider bull crap, man. It ain't no solutions with them. It's only little things that work with this person, that person, this person, that person. That's all we can do with the info we provide. Cause ain't none of us, it's impossible for you to have 100% foolproof strategy with modern women. If you paying for it, then you dealing with people that is probably getting 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dudes just paying for it, and they entering into the same holes that you entering into. If you try to stand on her and check her and this, that, and the other, she may go along with it, and then when you ain't around, she'll be telling her sisters and stuff, I can't stand him. So it ain't no remedy, man. I'm not even focused on women no more. I'm not. I refuse to focus on them because I know. Now, this is the 100% truth. Women gonna do what they want to do, and women gonna act how they want to act. And I heard other people saying this too. It just depends on how they feeling at the moment. It's a like present or right now type of thing. That's now you want facts 100%. I just gave it to you. That's why I'm not focusing on them. I deal with them. Okay. Yeah, whatever. I'm focusing on staying healthy. I'm focusing on, most importantly, my spiritual life. I'm going to talk to God more, the Most High, more than any of these broads ever. Because, and you young dudes, you want a family and stuff like that. Unfortunately, man, it might not happen because of the type of women that live right now. You never know. It could be some girl that's young right now, like maybe like 13, that when she get older, she seeing stuff, she like, I'm not going to be like that. Then that might be your chance 10, 15 years from now. You'll be older than her, but so what? But right now, man, these women, good luck. You still can hunt and try to find a couple good ones. But in the process of trying to find a couple good ones, you might find a whole lot of bad ones. So don't let these women talk to you about this provider male bull crap. They always got a new excuse. I see right through they bull crap. Like they say anything to make themselves relevant or desirable. Like, yeah, well, he got to do this and that. Well, the problem is he ain't this and that. What's the problem with you? What's the problem with you? Man, when the content creators tell you to focus on that bag, they telling you right. Focus on your spiritual life, focus on that bag, they telling you right. And I would tell you, man, don't even let people know what you got like that, because you don't want people to like you based on what you have. Even with friendships with guys and stuff. Like, dude trying to hang with you because he know you got that bag. Nah. Most stuff with people, it's this. Even with friendship, you got to find them dudes just loyal and just cool dudes, man. Like, you can't be friends with everybody. You can't try to date everybody. I'm telling you, man. If you got to be 100% provider, then you should be 100% provider for yourself. And if you got young kids not old enough to work, these women are supposed to be helping you. Not, you shouldn't. If you need their help, then you got to get to a higher level. But even if you don't need their help, they should be helping you anyway. Why are they there if they're not going to help you? I'll put any chick to work try to be around me. I got this food truck over here. I need you to something. You're not finna sit around and do nothing. And then how would I even know what you doing at home? You could have some other dude in my bed. I don't believe in that 100% provide. Now, I think in most cases, you should be paying more of them bills than her, so she won't get it twisted. but she should be contributing something. Otherwise, y'all gonna suffer. And the only way you ain't gonna suffer, look, I'm finna show you how it is. See, a lot of guys don't know this. When you, like, it's different if you get divorced or you break up and you own your own, off doing your own thing. It's easier then. But while you at home and you trying to provide 100%, it's like, it's gonna be hard because you can't, for the school thing, you gotta work. You don't really got time for school. Like, it's stuff like that, where if the woman was working even a little bit, then it would make it easier for you to elevate. I'm talking about when y'all still in the same household, in the same situation. Because if you limit it, right, and you got all these bills, you got to pay all these bills, it's going to be hard to save. Take it from me, man. Somebody done did it. Y'all listening to dudes, man, these dudes don't know what they talking about. If you don't get a business going in that process, right, then that process is going to be extremely difficult. The way you can get around it is by having your stuff already before you enter into that marriage or that relationship. Because if you enter into that relationship and talk about, well, I want you to stay at home and all that, yeah, your kids will turn out better. My kids ain't never been in trouble. But you gonna have to sacrifice. The sacrifice you gonna be making is in your finances. Your kids will be good. Like, my kids good. My sons ain't never been in trouble, not of any kind. But the sacrifice I made, it's like I sacrificed my finances. Then you go to these jobs, man, and you got kids at home, you trying to, but at the same time, you are who you are. I'm a dude that ain't never been the type to just take a bunch of mess off of people. I ain't never believed in that. And where I struggle at is, I'm like, man, I don't give a bleep. I don't care. I'm not taking nothing off these people. Because in my mind, I'd be like, why did I do this to myself? And it's like, it was like a struggle. Because you go from making all that money, however you was making it, to now you got to go to a job and make minimum money. And I always was mad over that. Like, I always was mad and thinking like, so you mean to tell me because I want to be a righteous man, I got to be broke like this? So it was an anger that I was dealing with inside, that any dude that did anything like streetwise or anything understand what I'm saying. It's going to be hard for you to go from being a boss and calling shots and handling business when dudes cross you to having to go to these jobs with these little white punks and black punks and this dudes that you'll just slap them, man, and they'll be practically dead from getting slapped. But they talking to you any kind of way, and you got to deal with that. So a lot of times I was quitting, and sometimes prematurely. You got to understand, man. It's coming from a person perspective that people bring you $100, $200, $300, $400. Let me get this. You might not even make that in a whole week, but dude talking crazy to you the whole time. Some people don't understand how that feel, man. And at the same time, you trying to be the provider, the only one working. This stuff ain't easy, man. Now, if I was a wimp my whole life, just letting people just do whatever to get what I want, that would have made it. If I was that kind of person, I probably would have more money than I got right now and better possessions. But I ain't that kind of person. So that ain't how it went. These people don't know what they're talking about, y'all. You want to get in position where you could be that if you chose to, but don't choose to. That's what I would advise to you. Get in position where you could pay 100% of the bills, but don't do it. Like Tom Leykis said, why would I do that? He said, even though I'm a multi-millionaire and very successful, he said, I'm still not finna pay no woman bills. She can pay her own bills. And I see what he meant by that. He said he don't care how much money he got. He not finna pay all the bills. Y'all think y'all be controlling them with that. You don't, man. They still gonna be talking to people on the sneak, liking dudes, all kind of stuff. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about that. We got some videos coming today. It ain't gonna be the strong load of video, but we gonna do a little bit. Just stay tuned. This is The Truth, Man. The channel is No Matrix, No Simping on Subjects channel. Make sure y'all get y'all memberships, because you get the membership, content by request, it's gonna be a certain number you get for free. For free. You get the $3.99 membership, which is probably one of the cheapest memberships on YouTube. And you give content by request, you get at least 5 or more free, just depending on what I feel like. Make sure y'all sharing the content. Make sure y'all doing the Cash Apps. If you want to support what I'm doing, feel free to support via Cash App. You can do super thanks, but preferably Cash App. Because I can see it more, I can control it more. Preferably Cash App. But thanks for watching. Keep tuning in for more videos.